let's start number 5 on the easy. Let's see. There's our 9s. This is pretty clear. It's got to be in this row. Not that one, that one. Got to be that one. This has those 2 columns down, but I can't tell which one of these it is yet. This 9 covers that row, this one covers that row. That's the only one available in that row, so that covers that. Now these 2 cover those columns, that one covers that row. Got to be that one, which closes out that one. And the 8s, I know this one can't be an 8 because there. That can't be an 8 because of that. So there's that 8. I know that this one can't be an 8, nor this one. So it's got to be one of those 2. Likewise, that column's clear and that column's clear, so this 8's got to be there. And those 2 kind of match up. Here, that column and that column are already taken. This row is taken, so that 8 is somewhere there. And then there's several options there, so I'm not going to note it. Okay, the 7, there's only 2 options here, and this one is blocked, so there's that one. This one has to be in that top row, but I don't know which of the 3. This one, the top row is blocked. This last column is blocked, which means it has to be here, and then that works with this one to block out those 2 columns, meaning that one's there. That means that this row is blocked out, so it has to be one of these 2 in the same column, and so that means this one cannot be there any longer. And now I look down here and I say, okay, that row's done, that row's done. This one's done because I know there's a 7 in that column already, so that's there, and you see those 2 match each other. And then this is that column, this is that column, and so those are the possibilities, and you see I have the 2 sets right there. Okay, so with the 6, I am going to say that column's taken, so it's got to be in this column. Even though there's 3, I'm going to mark it because that'll make it easier to see that this column is already taken and this column is taken, and therefore that 6 has to be right there. And here this column has been taken, this column has been taken, so that 6 is there, which blocked out that one. This fills that row, so this 6 has to be in this column, and we now have that designated pair right there that guarantees that those 2 boxes are the 6 and the 7, so that's helpful too. And as far as 6s go, that blocks that column, this one blocks that column, so this 6 has to be right there, and we have the 2 matching sets of notes, so we'll move on with the 5s. Okay, so this column has been taken. This column has to be where it's at since that one's already filled, but it could still be in this row or this row. This one, we know that it's not here or here because the 7 and 6 are already there, so it has to be here in this row. Can't be in that one, so it's got to be one of these 2, and what that tells us is that it can't be, the 5 can't be there, so that means that 5 has to be there. Now these 2 block out those 2 columns, making the 5 right there. And last but not least, we look at this square. No, no, but it could be either of those, so we're going to do that. Moving on to the 4s, we have just 1 spot open, so that's got to be that. That now clears out that row, so this one has to be the 4 there. This clears out that row, that clears out that column, so this 4 has to be one of those 2, and now that sets it up where those 2 columns are both taken already, and this 4 has to go there. This, or I said column, I think I meant row. Down this way, this 4 clears that column, that row is already taken, so this 4 is there. This row is taken, that row is taken, it's got to be one of those 2. Alright, moving on to the 3s, we've got in this box no, because that, and no because of that. So there's the yes. Now that yes clears out that entire column, making that the yes. We then have this one is clearing out that entire column, making that the yes. That clears out that entire row, so that leaves us with these two possibilities since this one's a no because of that. This one has to follow here because the 7 and the 6 already have those two, and it can fall there or there. As far as 2's go, this one has two possibilities and both directions that's already blocked, so that's clearly there. Now that clears out that row, that clears out that row, so that one goes there. This has two possibilities, one of which is a no because of that, so that's where that one belongs. We now have two columns that are taken and this row is taken, so that 2 goes there. This column is taken, that row is taken, so we have two possibilities left that we will notate, and obviously it has to be in this column, it's all that's left, not that row. So those are the possibilities on that one. Down to the 1s, there's only one possibility left, took it, which then blocks that possibility for that, so that's the correct one there. This one has one possibility, so I'm going to take it. This one has to be here because, again, the 7 and the 6 have taken that, but I haven't narrowed down where in that row at all. But how that helps me is that clears that row, that clears that row, this clears that column, so that forces this one to take that one right there. This one clears out this row, so I know the one has to be in one of those two. This one clears out this row, and I know that the one has to be in one of those two. So now I go back, I already cleared my 9s, I'm going to look at my 8s. This 8 has only one spot. That made this one have only that one spot. There's two possibilities still right there, and we have the matching notes. Moving to the 7s, these are all cleared. That one's cleared by this, so that goes there. Again, this is cleared by that, this is cleared by that, so there. That's cleared by that, there, and there. The 6s, this is cleared there, so there it is, and there it is. 5s, that's a no, so there, and there. 4s, okay, nope, nope, yep, and yep. 3s, nope, is that, yep, yep. 2, yep, yep. 1, yes, yes, and yes. And to my 8s to finish it.